Hurricane. What's going on, y'all? I am getting um I am getting this TikTok live ready. There we go. Got everybody set up. What's going on, y'all? Hope y'all are doing great. We got ourselves a hurricane popping up here in the next few days. So first of all, before I get into all that, let me know where y'all watching this from. Uh, I am in Brazil. Uh, I've been doing my lives in Alabama for a bit, for 3 months. But yeah, I was in Alabama from May until August. So here we are in September. So I'm back here in Salvador, Bahia, Brazil. Anyway, we're not talking about that. So what we're talking about tonight is, and as we get into the call for tonight, we're going to be talking about Hurricane Helene, what we need to be doing to prep for it, what we need to be doing to get hired, and what we need to be looking out for, right? So we need to set our expectations properly. So if y'all would, let me know where y'all watching this from. Just comment in the live chat where y'all watching this from, so I can kind of get an idea. I worked some everywhere, so I may or may not have worked in your city or state or handle claims in that area. So as we wait for everybody to hop in, feel free to say where you're from, where you're watching this from. Boston, Massachusetts. Interestingly enough, I've never handled claims in Boston. I've never been to Boston ever. I need to go. One of my exes, we're from the same hometown, but she moved to Boston. She's been living there for some years now. Miami, obviously worked Miami. Never worked Columbia. South Carolina. South Carolina has gotten hit by hurricanes in the past. They usually flood a lot in that area. Miami, Florida, obviously y'all get a lot of hurricanes. Y'all ain't gonna get no damage on this one. We're looking at Tallahassee, looking at everything hitting Tallahassee. So, if you're in the Tallahassee area, I would be paying attention. All right. I know they got an evacuation warning, evacuation advisory out for that part, the Panhandle, right? So this storm looks like it's going to be hitting Alabama, Tallahassee, that area, and southern Georgia as well. St. Louis, Missouri. Notice what's going on. Appreciate everybody hopping in here. Appreciate all my people on TikTok hopping in as well. We'll get everybody about 2 more minutes to hop in before we go ahead and get into the real meat and potatoes of this call, which is obviously getting you all ready for these hurricanes. So, we've had, 3 hurricanes hit the United States already, and they kind of did like a little damage. We had that one that almost hit Texas. We had one that kind of hit Louisiana. Those really didn't do anything. They didn't do anything because they're just Cat 1, Cat 2 type of hurricanes, or the hurricanes just hit an area that wasn't really that well populated. That's not going to be the case, right? That's not going to be the case on this go around with Hurricane Helene. Hurricane Helene, what we're looking at is looking at a lot of damage. To be honest with you, it's a Cat 3. With how hot the waters are in the Gulf Coast, this could easily turn into a Cat 4. What's it looking like for Tallahassee, Amber? So Amber, what it's looking like? It's looking like it's gonna be a Cat 3 hurricane, right? So like it's gonna be a Cat 3 hurricane. All the spaghetti models are showing that it's gonna be hitting Tampa. It's gonna hit. I'm sorry, not Tampa. I'm sorry, Tallahassee. It's gonna hit Tallahassee. So a Cat 3. Let's go define what a Cat 3 hurricane is, by the way, so y'all can know. Category 3 hurricane wind speed. Let's get some definition. So what we're looking at for a Category 3 hurricane is winds from 111 miles an hour to 129 miles an hour. All right. So if y'all know anything about roofing, and I've taught some of y'all about roofing in the past, but if you know anything about roofing, for a roof to get damaged, all you need is winds that are over like 70 miles an hour. Once you get winds over 70 miles an hour, that there's gonna be a lot of damage, right? And so if we can look at the main eye of the storm where the wind's gonna be highest at, we can get a general idea of how much at least roof damage we're gonna be getting, right? So if shingles can only handle, sustained winds of like 70 something miles an hour, if we get, a night full of 120-mile-an-hour winds, that means every roof in that area is going to be damaged, right? There's going to be at least some damage on every single roof in that damage radius, right? Does that make sense? So let's go look at how many people are. Let's go look at how many people Tallahassee population. I'm assuming Tallahassee has at least 100,000 people. Yeah, 200,000 people. It's a decent sized city, right? So 200,000 people. It's going to be a lot of claims, right? Can you get deployment just being a proficient in Xactimate? Yeah, you need to be. You can get deployment if you're proficient in Xactimate. Obviously, you need licenses as well. Okay, without a license, you can't get deployed anywhere. So it's a mix of things. It's going to be your licensing, your license that you have. Obviously, you got to have a Florida license, and we'll talk about that here in a second. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and pull my notes up because I wrote down notes for this. I'm answering y'all's questions, but I also want to make sure that we're kind of staying on topic. All right. So first thing I want to do is welcome all y'all. Appreciate all y'all hopping on here. It's Tuesday, September 24th. We have a big storm coming. All right. This is the one we've been waiting on all season. Got a bunch of little flukes. People getting on standby. People getting deployed for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and nothing happening. This is a storm that something's happening on. Right. So again, I want to welcome y'all. Let's go into what y'all should expect on your first CAT deployment. Wow, Helene is 660 miles wide. That's insane. It's going to be a lot of damage. All right, it's going to be a lot of damage. I'm praying for everybody. I don't want nobody to die or get hurt, anything like that. We work catastrophes as independent adjusters. So when these things happen, anything's bound to happen, right? But we want to make sure people are safe. Now, what you should expect, this is what y'all going to be expecting over the next 48 hours. Okay, 48 hours to the next 7 to 10 days. You are going to see an increase in calls, texts, and emails. Okay, that's the first thing. It's like the rookie thing. You're going to see all these firms. If you're on their rosters, they're going to be calling you. All right. If you're on their rosters, if you're not on their rosters, nobody's calling you. So if you're only on 1 or 2 rosters, you should only be expecting 1 or 2 phone calls. If you're on 10 or 20 or 30 rosters, you should expect a lot more. More rosters gives you more opportunities. I've been telling y'all this for a whole year, actually. Every time we do a live, every time we do an email, every time I do tweets, texts, anything I do, I'm telling y'all to get on rosters, okay? Because it gives you more opportunities. Now is when the time when you reap all that you have sown, okay? So you're going to be getting a lot of text messages, a lot of calls. Reply quickly. Do not wait to reply the next day. That spot will be filled up if you wait, okay? All right, so this first thing is what you should expect. A lot of calls, a lot of texts. And you're going to be getting calls and texts from numbers you don't know as well, everybody. Okay, so keep that in mind. If I were you, I would take my phone off Do Not Disturb. I'll take my phone off Vibrate. I'll have my phone on the loudest ring possible. It's money calling here in a little bit. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the spaghetti models, everybody. I want to show y'all a spaghetti model. Spaghetti model just shows us where the storms are planning on coming. All right, what they think the model of what's going to happen. I'm going to show y'all this right here. Boom, here we are. This is a spaghetti model right here. And these are all the different, let me put it here. Let me just switch around for my people on TikTok so they can see this. And I'm going to put this on the screen for my people on, let me see. Let's share our screen. Oh, let's share the screen. And we're going to put it on entire screen. And let's see right there. All right. So here's what we're looking at. Boom. Right here. So we're looking at spaghetti models that are showing a direct hit to Tallahassee. Everything is showing Tallahassee. We have some stuff that's showing like Panama City in that area. Panama City got torn up before. I worked at a hurricane before. People were sleeping in their cars trying to handle planes out there. Hopefully you don't got to do that, right? But everything on the spaghetti model is showing that this is going to hit Tallahassee. All right. So y'all should be prepared for Tallahassee. We got some South Alabama, South Georgia stuff right here. This is the most populated area, so it's going to get the most damage. Obviously, we're going to see damage all through this area right here. All this going to get damaged. So we're putting ourselves in a situation, right? We're putting ourselves in a situation. Switch y'all back around. My people on TikTok. All right, here we go. So you're right back. All right. So what we're looking at is a lot of opportunity. Okay. Those of y'all who been like, I'm trying to get higher, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. Look, now is the time to lock in. Lock in and push. You need to be talking to these insurance, these IA firms, right? You need to be picking up the phone, calling them day and night. Okay. I've gotten deployed at 11 o'clock at night before. I've got interviewed at 11 p.m. Okay. So don't think you need to be waiting to the next day. All right. So we've seen the spaghetti model. We know that this is going to be hitting. We know this storm is going to be causing some damage. All right. So now we know what to expect. So I'm staff currently. I need to get my Florida license out of company appointment. Hey, look, Jay, go ahead, get it out of company appointment so you can go ahead and pop back out here. Let's see what Juwan says. I got to reinstate my Georgia license. I definitely don't want to miss this. Yeah, make sure your Florida license, is up to date, and also, Alabama as well, right? It's gonna be some storm damage in Alabama. It's gonna be some storm damage in Georgia. It's gonna be some storm damage in Florida, right? So, one, we need to be expecting a lot of phone calls. Also, you need to be expecting that this is going to be competitive. When you get a call from these IA firms, it's not the time to be like, well, I'm gonna think about it. No, they want to answer on the phone. If they call you, they want to answer right there on the spot. Yes or no, are you available to handle that deployment? So you got to make some decisions, everybody. We all got to make some decisions about what you're ready to do. Okay. I've talked about doing adjuster math. We need to know our living expenses. We need to know our bills and all other kind of things before you say yes to deployment, because you might not be able to swing that deployment. It might not be profitable for you, or it might. Also, I would say for my new adjusters, if they're offering you anything over $30 an hour or something like that, take it. You don't have any experience anyway. You might as well get some experience and get paid trying to do it. I wouldn't be trying to negotiate my pay that much if I was a new adjuster, right? Because, we're trying to get experience right now. Now's not the time, again, to be trying to be splitting hairs, okay? Anybody have any questions, comments, or concerns about anything? Anybody got any questions, comments, concerns? Talking about independent adjusting, talking about Hurricane Helene. We got a lot of work that's on our way. And I know that some people might have been frustrated. I've been frustrated because these other hurricanes weren't as big, but this is the one. Okay, this is gonna be a big one. All right. So I missed deployment because I was called off guard and I answered a number I didn't recognize. I was not prepared. Lesson learned. I have definitely missed a deployment, a big deployment of that when I really needed it. I just missed the call. Tried to call back, never picked back up. Jennifer, what's going on? I've currently been working field. Any advice on what to expect when it comes to estimating my first major storm? Jay, how long have you been working field? If you've been working field claims, like, it's the same thing. It's just more claims. It's a lot more claims. That's all. Let's see. Yeah. Also, it's gonna be hectic as well, Jay. Make sure you're scheduling properly. Okay. Make sure you're scheduling properly. I wouldn't don't overschedule and don't overscope. All right. So don't try to schedule 8 claims in a day to estimate. To inspect. And I also wouldn't. Whatever you inspect, you need to be writing for that same day. Don't get caught like that, because a lot of guys ladies and gentlemen, both get fired because of those types of things. Okay. How intense do you think it would have to be before the start issuing emergency temporary licenses? I know the claims process, but I've not been licensed yet. I'm going to give you all a secret. I'm going to tell you all a secret, because Cedric has the same question about emergency license. When it comes to emergency license, I want to explain something to everybody. You will be the last one hired, and you'll be the first one fired. Also, emergency licenses are only for 90 days. Okay. So, they can issue emergency licenses next week. A Cat 3, if it turns into a Cat 4 and starts tearing everything up, you know, now I'm never a fan of people getting emergency licenses because independent adjusting is hard enough as it is, and they already have enough training problems as it is. And if you have not taken your license test yet, you don't know anything about insurance and you don't know nothing about software as well. So like you're doing yourself a disservice. Okay, go get your license. Okay, go get your license. It's so many new people trying to get hired right now that just having an emergency Florida license ain't worth it. There's nothing to just go get your license and study. Just get in. All right. When you call a firm and they plainly say, nope, we have nothing at the moment, what's a good response to that? They probably don't have anything at the moment. All right. You say thank you. All right. I got 15 questions to ask IA firms. I have 14 other questions you can ask, regarding what you can talk to an independent adjusting firm about. It ain't all just, hey, y'all hiring, no, okay, bye. There's so many other questions you can ask that you can gather information from. If you have my insurance adjuster bundle, or if you have my roadmap to become an independent adjuster course, that is inside that. Those 15 questions to ask IA firms. So you can ask other questions than just, are y'all hiring? Okay. Realistically, how long do we have to prepare for this? I just want to go over all my trainings and make sure I'm completely ready. Juwan Johnson, you're not ready. Okay. We all learn while we're handling claims. There's only so much you're going to learn without touching a claim, without touching a software system, without having a real, a customer in front, talking to you on the phone or in person. All right. Look, here's the thing. It's Tuesday night. The storm is scheduled to hit Thursday. You got 48 hours. Some of y'all are going to be working this weekend. Some of y'all are going to be working on Sunday. So everybody understand that. I'm getting Florida this week. Get it ASAP. All right. They're deploying people. Y'all, this is CAT. Okay. This is catastrophe claims. They're hiring people now, not later. They're going to start making calls tomorrow. Some of y'all can get deployed tomorrow. Right. And so you have to be ready now. You've had all year to train and do all the things you've been doing. Now is the time to work. Okay. TikTok, y'all got any questions? Because YouTube, they're smoking all over here with questions. Some of us have been waiting for a big storm to leave our permanent jobs. Yeah, exactly. These are people you're competing with. You're not competing with just a bunch of Rudy Poos. You're competing with serious people. You're competing with serious people, serious adjusters. Hasn't moved west. As of right now, it's still tracking. It's still tracking that it's going to hit, that Tallahassee area. Let's have a look. Let me see what we got here. I don't know how much further it's moving west, but right now we're still looking at, a 600-mile storm and with a straight shot at Tallahassee, right? Make sure y'all get that Florida license appointed. Yes. Make sure you get a license. You get your E appointed. It's like $60, and you can't handle Florida claims without it. All right. I'm definitely in that boat, but been getting valuable experience though. Great. Another thing, y'all, we're not going to get any offers. You're going to be on standby. It's always like this. I want to remind everybody how it works. We get offered when we start getting claims. Okay. The real stuff is going to happen. The real things are going to happen when the hurricane makes landfall. And I'm going to say now, PCB ain't that far from Tallahassee now. I wouldn't be surprised if it hits Panama City, or Panama City gets some wind damage out there, by the way, right? YouTube, other questions. I got my TikTok people, they got a few questions, but YouTube folks got a lot of questions, right? But I would say that, Thursday and Friday, as these storms start, the storm starts coming on in and start causing a lot of damage. If this thing, look, y'all, if it really does hit as a Cat 3 on Thursday, late Thursday, Friday morning, if I'm y'all, Friday morning, I am up early with my phone on. Okay, I'm talking to people like, hey, I'm about to be deployed. Because it's gonna be a lot of work, especially field adjusters. If you're a field adjuster, if I'm y'all, you need to be gassing up the truck, gassing up your car, Making sure your credit card got some limits on it, so your limits are straight, so you can get a hotel room, and because it's gonna be a lot of damage, and field adjusters are gonna have to be there ASAP. They're gonna want field adjusters out there. The storm hits Thursday, goes all day Thursday, Friday. They're gonna want field adjusters out there Saturday, Sunday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. On Saturday, they're gonna want independent adjusters on the phones, talking to insurers. So it's Tuesday. I mean, some of y'all are gonna be working on Saturday. I would expect to work on Saturday or Sunday. For some of y'all. All right. So, do you accept the first offer? Do you wait for a call with higher pay? Listen. This is what I want to tell everybody. I want to reiterate this to everybody. We are in a very competitive season. It's a lot of adjusters who are trying to get their first deployment. Okay. Most of the industry needs these cat claims to hit, right? So people are going to be accepting everything right now. Okay. This ain't like 2 years ago cat season, 3 years ago, 4 years ago cat season where you could just get a bunch of offers and there's a bunch of people just already working. It was all good. People are hungry. Okay. People out here hungry. If you get a call and it fits within your parameters, say yes, because you might not get another call. Okay. They say beggars can't be choosers. Right now, adjusters can't be choosers. We need to work. Get out there and work, because look, you don't accept one. Let's say you don't accept the offer, right? Say you don't accept the offer, and we don't have any more hurricanes the rest of the year. And it was a 3-month deployment. Let's say the offer was $8,000. So it's 8 plus 8 plus 8, right? $24,000 you just said no to. It's $8,000. Like, that's not enough. I'm gonna wait, and nobody else calls you. Take what you can get right now, everybody. As long as they're not paying like $14 an hour or something like that, $15 an hour. Well, they're paying some decent money. Say yes. Okay. Go ahead and say yes, y'all. It's worth it. It's worth it. I'm telling you. I'm going to, let's see what we got here. Oops. Questions, y'all. Questions. My bad. My TikTok went out. Yeah, it went out. And I put it back on. Boom. I'm excited for y'all, though. I'm excited for a lot of y'all to get y'all's first deployments. All right. Well, I'm excited for a lot of y'all to get your first cat deployment and kind of knock that, get y'all some belief. What's a decent range? It's all going to depend on. Oops, my bad. Alexis, what's up? How you doing, Alexis? A decent range, I would say, as a new adjuster. If I'm a new adjuster and it's remote, as a new adjuster, I'm taking anything up to $26 an hour. I'll be real with you. I'm trying to get in the business. I'm trying to work. I would literally take $26 an hour and up. If they're paying 70 hours a week and I can work remote, $26 an hour is still a decent paycheck every week. If I get into business, I can work 3-4 months, I'll do it. If it's $30 an hour, that's cool too. Listen, Juwan, I don't know how many rosters you're on. You need to be on 10, 15 rosters at this point. All right. Jane, listen. We're gonna talk about something, because I don't think everybody fully understands this. And I hear everybody's complaints, and I know that y'all are all brand new. A lot of y'all are brand new, so y'all just don't know. But here's the thing. Without claims, there is no work. Okay? We have had decent weather for the last 24 months all around the United States. Okay? And by decent weather, I mean weather that is not bad enough to overwhelm staff adjusters. Okay? There's plenty of staff adjusters out there so they can handle the claims. We get deployed when staff adjusters can no longer handle the amount of claims that are coming in, right? We had a light hurricane season last year. We've had a light hurricane season so far this year. And so staff adjusters are not overwhelmed yet. We get paid when they become overwhelmed, okay? It does not matter what is on your resume right now. if there are not enough claims to overwhelm the staff adjusters, right? Specifically for my new adjusters. So y'all are going to get in on a cat. We got a cat right now. Okay. So having all the things you have, well, there's 8 licenses, whatever certifications you got, that's great. That's all for a time like right now. It's going to make you stand out right now. Okay. A lot of people got their licenses and their certifications and they're ready. But without any claims, we can't hire anybody. Nobody can work. Right. So what's going to help us get to working is this hurricane that's about to hit here in a second. Okay, does it make sense? Do you understand the ecosystem of claims a little bit better now? 2 more rosters ain't enough. You need to be on like 10 more rosters, okay? I'm on like 50 rosters. All right, let's talk about that. Okay, you being on 50 rosters and you being on their active rosters, 2 different things. Okay, if you were on 50 active rosters, that means your phone has been blowing up in the last 48 hours. If that has not been true, you need to get on the phone, start calling people. For most rosters, if you have not talked to them on the phone and told them about your availability or updated your availability in the last 30 days, you're on their inactive roster. Okay. All right. So that's something to think about. Welcome everybody on TikTok. What's going on? How y'all doing? See y'all joining in on here. All right. All right. I've been calling every week for the past 2 months. Feast So Fab. How many rosters are you on, by the way? Yeah, how many rosters are you on? Because it's interesting. Like there have been deployments happening, like since July. Like every week, 10 days or so, it's been another deployment. So I've been seeing people get deployed. I know people get deployed, right? So I don't know what's going on, but I know that their deployment's going out there. They had a TWIA deployment. They had a Mid America deployment. They had a CRU deployment for field, CRU deployment for remote work as well. They deployed 100 people, right? FISO Fab, are you like you're calling 50 IA firms? You're calling 50 IA firms a week for the past 2 months? I just want to confirm that because it's been a bunch of firms coming. It's been a bunch of deployments. Being real with y'all. What is going on TikTok? How y'all doing? We talking about independent adjusting. We're talking about Hurricane Helene. What we're expecting. What's going to happen? I'll call 10 a day, no lie. Are you just asking if they're hiring or what? What are we saying? Look, no, you can't, man. Go get your license, bro. Juwan, go renew your Georgia license. All right? You're not getting any work. If your home state is expired, you are not an independent adjuster right now. Just want you to know that. Go pay for your continuing education and go get your Georgia license reinstated. It's going to cost you some money because when it expires, depending on how long it's been since it expired, it can cost $300-$400. How much support does a newbie IA receive during a CAT? I'm afraid that if I ask any questions right away, yeah, that's true. Jane, that's true. You start asking all the questions, you get fired. Okay? Yeah. See, that's not enough. Okay? If he's so fast, I have a course called Roadmap to Become an Independent Adjuster, and inside that course, I have 15 questions to ask IA firms. We don't ask if claims are available because that doesn't give us enough information. We have way more information we need to be getting, and that's not good enough, right? So I got a link underneath this in the description if you want to get it. Teach you a whole lot about the hiring process. How much support do newbie IAs receive? It depends. If you're working for a company like State Farm usually has a trainer walking around. Some carriers have trainers walking around. CATs are very chaotic. It's catastrophe. Okay. Catastrophic catastrophe is nothing but chaos, right? What insurance carriers do is they do give out a lot of resources like PDFs and emails and stuff like that. They'll send you, but the problem that most adjusters have, is that they don't properly use their resources, and so they think it's easier just to ask their manager or their coworker than just look at what is on that's in those PDFs and those emails that insurance carrier management sends out to you, right? So don't expect a lot of help. Okay, don't expect a lot of help, and don't be asking a lot of questions, because you make everything hard on your manager. As a manager, I mean, think about it. You might be managing a team of 30 people or 40 people, and you have to deal with escalations. You have to deal with, production goals and all that stuff. And it's 10, 12-hour days. And you have 3 people that keep asking the same 3 questions over and over again. In the beginning, it's fine, because you're like, hey, I'm trying to help out everybody. But what begins to happen is people treat independent adjusting like it's a regular job, and it's not. Okay? You can ask questions at a regular job all the time, right? But you can't necessarily do that as an independent adjuster. That's why I train people. That's why you have all these other training classes out there, right? But more so than that, you don't want to be seen as a nuisance or a person who cannot make decisions on their own, right? You'll have adjusters asking any and everything, asking all kinds of simple questions. And you're like, oh, I'm just trying to get better. I'm just trying to do my job better. And they're going to fire you, okay? They're going to fire you. I'm just tell you right now, you ask a lot of questions, you get them fired, okay? Just straight up. You like your job, be self-sufficient, like you're talking about, Jane. Be self-sufficient, study, review policy, review carrier guidelines. They're going to give you all the guidelines in the very beginning. Review that daily. Yo, what's up? Danny, what's up, man? Okay, currently I'm in a 7-day training course. I'm hoping a diploma will come my way by the end of it. Well, that's kind of going to happen either way. Yeah, that's going to happen either way now, Jane. Yeah, so, yes, whether you took the pilot training or not, we got a hurricane that's happening in 2 days, and it's going to hit, right? So it's going to be big, and yeah, going to get deployment. Unrelated to Helene, I'm on your roadmap course getting started. What's up, Tyler? And I'm in Tennessee. I got on Adjuster Pro. The price exam is suggesting a Florida license. Should I continue? Yes, you should continue, because there are 34 states in the United States that require licensing for adjusters, and there are 16 states that do not. Tennessee is one of those states that do not. If you live in a state that does not require licensing, what you need to do is you need to go in and choose Florida, Texas, or Indiana as a designated home state, and you get your license through them. So, Tyler, you're going to get your license through Florida. It'll be a designated home state. Yeah, go on. I ate something a little spicy earlier today. Nick, what's up? Ate something a little spicy earlier. Got your blood choking. Golly. All right. You just scared me. I don't want to quit my permanent job. I want to get fired for asking a question. You're not going to get fired for asking a question. You're going to get fired for asking a lot of questions. Okay? You're going to ask a lot of questions. Get out of here. You ask a couple questions a day, you fine. Obviously, we need clarity. Obviously. Right? But I do want to make it clear to everybody, like, there's risk involved in this. Like, you don't just, as an adjuster, like, you can get fired. It ain't that hard to get fired. All right? So before you just pop out here, keep that in mind. Like, you'll be fine. You'll be fine if you're good at what you do. But there's some risk involved. All right? I don't want to just paint it out there like it's all good. Okay? Let's see what we got here. Yeah, y'all, get them Florida licenses. Let's see what else we got. I got more to talk about because I wrote it down. Looked at the website. What do you need to be doing to get ready to get deployed? So this is one thing I want everybody to understand about the deployment process. There's There's gonna be all kind of deployment options available. Field, remote, and inside desk, right? They're all gonna be coming over here the next 4 or 5 days. You got to be prepared to say yes and no to certain things. If you know that you don't have the money or the expertise to handle field claims right now, say no to a field deployment. Okay? You can't do it. Don't just say yes to get some experience and you don't know what you're doing, especially on field, because field adjusting is expensive. Okay? Also, for my field adjusters, you need to know when they plan on paying you. Are they going to pay when the claim closes? Are they going to pay when you turn it in? Are they going to pay after it's being reviewed? Do they do advances? Field adjusters need to know this because y'all are the most committed adjusters. You're physically going out to somewhere, getting a hotel every night or Airbnb or whatever, driving around in your car, burning up your gas. You might want to know some specifics. Okay? You might want to know some specifics. So it might be smart for you to ask questions before you say yes to deployment. Same with my remote and desk adjusters. Specifically desk adjusters too. You're going to be going to a place, staying in a hotel, spending money. You need to know, do they do per diem? Do they do advances? Some companies do advances. Some companies do per diems. Some people don't. You need to know that because that can make a high deployment viable for you financially or not. Okay? Hope y'all paying attention. It's about to get fast. Everything's about to move really fast out here. All right? So from there, yeah, some firms pay weekly. Yeah, some pay weekly. Some pay bi-weekly. Some pay on the 1st and 15th. All right, some pay every 30 days. You need to ask them to find out. Because some people pay what they were paying. Some people are paying once a week. They might not be paying once a week now. They might not be paying once a week for this certain employment because the insurance carrier doesn't pay once a week. Right? Welcome everybody's hopping on here on TikTok. It's just coming in for the first time. We're talking about Hurricane Helene and what we need to be doing as independent adjusters to get prepared for that. Y'all got any questions on that side of things, please ask away. Okay? You can't get boogered up out here saying yes to any and every IA deployment, not knowing what's going to happen with the pay. Get your specifics out the way. Okay? I need to know. Just ask questions, especially when it comes to payroll. We had a guy recently. He went out for a deployment, said yes to it. Everything sounded good, but turns out they paid. When they what's what I'm looking for? When they paid, he didn't really know, and so he wound up going in the hole for 6 weeks because he didn't know how they paid. So it's not something you want to go through if you don't have to. If you can avoid that, I would avoid that. Okay. Questions, comments, concerns about this? I just want to bring the reality on this all. Okay. Based on your expertise, which one pays the most between auto and property? So during cat season, we're mainly focused on property. So more than likely, 9 times out of 10, here in the near future, you're going to work in property. Okay. Property also has paid the most money. It has the most ways to make a lot of money. Auto, not so much. Auto, and also auto does not come around that often. Property comes around all the time. Okay, so you have a high propensity of making a lot of money in property is because there's more opportunities to make money in property. Right? Esteban, what's up? How you doing? Woody, what's going on? M. Barber, what's going on? Right. So these are good questions, Feet So Fab. All right, we talked about what to expect. Also, y'all, you gotta get your personal lives in order. You gotta get your personal lives in order. You need to be, this might have been a little side project for a lot of y'all for the last, 2, 3 months, 6 months, a year even. But now the rubber's about to start meeting the road as people start getting deployed. What you need to be talking about to your friends and spouses and family or your jobs, whatever, you need to be talking to them now. Hey, I'm about to take a deployment. I'm about to take another job. Hey, I'm about to be my hours about to change up a bit. I can't talk during these certain times. I can't do these certain things. Tyler, I don't know what city you're in, bro. All right, I do not know what city you're in. Right now, you're on 10 rosters and you're active. Your city is, it doesn't, unless your city is Tallahassee, right now, you're in Memphis. Forget about Memphis. You going to Tallahassee. Y'all all going to Florida right now. Y'all either going to work remote in Florida, work field claims in Florida, or you going to work desk somewhere. That's how it's going to work. Those three right there. You're not doing nothing else. Don't worry about Memphis. Memphis ain't cat. That's daily claims what you're talking about. Tyler, right now it's cat season. We got a hurricane barreling down in Gulf Shores, then in the Gulf of Mexico, headed towards Florida. There should be no other city you should be thinking about right now, but the cities in Florida. Okay? That's where the big money's going to be at. All right? Wow. Wow. Questions, comments, or concerns, y'all? I hope I'm helping y'all out. I want to make this really real for everybody so y'all can have some idea. Come in with both eyes open before you walk into these deployments, right? Don't want nothing surprising y'all. Also, if y'all have not gotten the insurance just a bundle, it's $97. If you're on YouTube, just go down in the description, you click it there. You can get it via Klarna. It's in the link in my bio on TikTok. It's on Klarna. All you gotta do is click on there. So everything you need to start working and handling claims. Talking about file notes, talking about understanding insurance policy, talking about how to, the systems of claim handling, how we handle claims, plus the roadmap to become an independent adjuster. These are all courses you need, especially right now. Y'all about to start working. A lot of y'all about to start working for real. Okay, we have some light hurricanes. It's gonna be a big one. All right. If you don't know how to do file notes, just knowing how to do file notes is worth $97. Okay, because a lot of people don't know how to write file notes properly. It's gonna be a reason why they get fired. That doesn't need to be a reason why you're getting fired, right? So again, also insurance policy. Y'all need no policy. We make decisions based on policy. If you don't know your policy, you're screwed. You're gonna get fired. All right. It's gonna. You might not be the first person to get fired, but every time that they make cuts, they're making cuts based off of skills, right? And so if you know how to handle claims, if you know how to write file notes, if you know how to understand insurance policy and be able to talk about it and explain to other people, this is going to help you. So I would get it. Would it matter if it's close to the Tampa or not? If we'll get work, if you talking about the storm hitting, if it's close to Tampa, I mean, right now, it's looking like it's gonna be Tallahassee. It's gonna hit Florida, right? It's gonna hit Florida. Any of those major cities is gonna cause a lot of damage, right? So those are all things that I'll be looking at. But we can't control exactly where it's gonna hit, but we know the general area where it's gonna be hitting it, right? Good question. Good question. Yeah, we got. Look, y'all. This is everything y'all been waiting on. Okay, so let's maximize that with skills. Okay, y'all know what to do to get hired, or some of y'all do. Y'all been pushing to get hired, but now how we handle our claims. The skills pay the bills. The more skills we got, the longer we to stay on the deployment. Right? Like I said, if you don't have the independent adjuster only yet, get it. It's great. It's great for you. It's gonna help you out a ton. All right. I made these courses, and they have done well for a lot of people over the years. And so, for those of y'all who aren't in the industry yet, a lot of y'all about to get in the industry. They're gonna be hiring a lot of people. Okay, a lot of people gonna get hired. Let's see what we got here. We talked about what you need for deployments. As far as we need, y'all. Let's talk about that for a second. What do you actually need? Okay, you have your license, got your certifications, and all that stuff. All right, that's great. Fee so fast. What do you mean specifically? Leaving one eye firm to go to the other. Do you mean like being on one deployment, quitting that deployment, and going to another deployment? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about like, you work at one eye firm for like 6 months or something like that, and then you just leave and then you go to another one? I would say, y'all, for real. I'm gonna be real for real with y'all. Now ain't the time to job hop. Okay, if you get on a deployment right now, you stay on that deployment. You rock out with them. You learn what you need to learn from them. I would not be bouncing around trying to go from one to another, especially right now. We don't have enough work. Has not been enough work in the business for a while now. So like we need to get in there and just be consistent for a bit and learn one system, right? I wouldn't be trying to jump around with different high firms. Okay. Thanks for that question. And a lot of people make that mistake too, by the way, especially during cat season because they start saying, "Oh, this person's paying $2 more an hour. I'm gonna go over there. Oh, they're paying $5.50 a day. So I'm gonna leave." All right. Yes, I heard some people accepting a deployment, leaving a deployment for one more money. No, yeah. So when you accept one deployment and you leave the deployment for one with more money, it's just not a good idea. Okay, it ain't a good idea. Stay where you at. Stay where you at. It's not that much money different. Okay, from one to the other. Work it, build a reputation, build some skills. Okay, build your skills out, and then from there you go out there, you finish your deployment, you go to the next one. Okay, like I said, we have not had enough things hit the United States for so long that we don't have like a whole overflow of claims happening. Like what we really need to happen, what really would be awesome if it happened, is this storm hits and then like one more hits. If we can do that, we're gonna be straight. If you have good follow through, good customer service, and can notate the file correctly, you'll stay. And you know it's crazy. That's easier said than done because a lot of people have terrible. They have terrible file notes. You know, I know that because I teach file notes to a lot of people. I get to see people. I get to see new adjusters. I get to see adjusters got experience, and they have crappy file notes, right? Or they don't know how to. They think good customer service is saying, "Okay, I can do this for you. I'll do that for you," and it's being nice on the phone. And it's not necessarily the case either. You know, and they have bad follow through. A lot of adjusters have bad follow through, and they think they have good follow through because they're just trying to get to the next claim. They're not actively doing what you're supposed to do, right? So it's a balancing act on the skill sets, you know, and we assume that people have a lot more skills than they do until you get in their file notes and you start seeing that, especially amongst new adjusters. You know, they might be well-meaning, but they got terrible skills. They got terrible skills, and you understand why people get cut quick. They're getting cut quickly because they just don't have skills. So I want to help y'all avoid that by getting an independent adjuster bundle. $97. Link in my bio on TikTok. It's in the description on YouTube. Right. So I'm still studying. It's hard to focus. It's hard to stay focused reading them chapters. Hey, if you think it's hard to focus reading those chapters, wait till you got to focus reading the policy, and you got somebody talking to you on the phone, yelling and screaming. After working a CAT deployment, will it be easier to get deployment thereafter? Yes, it will be because you have had experience in the business. You're not brand new anymore, right? You've networked. You know more people, right? What else? You know you got more skills, right? Because you know what you're doing, right? So you have a lot more going for yourself than what you currently got, right? So you build relationships out. Because really, CAT deployment is really how all new people get into business. All new people get in through CAT, and then you keep working, and you get to help and supplements and so on and so forth. So, yeah, this is the way into the business. We all usually get in around this time of year during CAT season. That's really how new adjusters get into business. When we get deployed with the storm, what are some of the skills that we will learn from it? Everything having to do with handling files and claims, talking to insurers, so things like file notes, things like policy, things like hearing guidelines, things like writing checks and exactment, stability, and how we write letters to our insurers and how we talk to our management, how we go about saying things to supplements. It's so many skills, right? You're gonna learn how to be an adjuster. That's the skill you're gonna learn. You get deployed from this storm. You're not gonna be a newbie anymore. A lot of y'all are new, brand new. So some of y'all know you're gonna understand the ecosystem of claims, how, underwriting, all this stuff. You gonna understand all these things, how management actually works. All right, how the hiring process actually works. A lot of y'all just don't know yet. So yeah, Cedric, it's a lot you're gonna be learning here shortly. Okay, just a couple things, a lot of things there. Okay, you're gonna learn the skill of being an independent adjuster all the way. Okay, if you have not already, you need to be getting your Florida license as soon as you possibly can, and you also need to be getting an e-appoint. Let's get an e-appoint. Let's go show you what an e-appoint looks like. By the way, show y'all this e-appoint right quick. I don't think y'all know what an e-appoint is. Or the e-appoint. Boom. Let's go in here, industry portal. All right, I'm gonna slow. Oh yeah, y'all in here. Bam. All right, y'all. So put my TikTok up so y'all can see this. So I'm gonna show y'all what I did. I was typed in Florida e-appoint on Google. That's how I clicked on the first thing, industry portal. From there, we're gonna create an account because y'all are brand new. Oops, that's not the right one. Wrong one. This is my profile. All right. So you click on my profile. This is the page right here. From there, you're gonna do create an account. I already have an account. All right. So we are a individual. And then I'm not gonna put my social security number all out like that, but you just fill in all your social security number and all that stuff. And then you follow those steps, and then that's how you get your e-appoint. I can't show y'all more than this because I ain't showing y'all my social security number. All right. Let's take that out. But that's what you need. You got to have a Florida e-appoint if you're going to handle Florida insurance claims. So it's a Florida license, state license, and then a Florida e-appoint. All right. So make that make sense for everybody, because without that, you're not going to handle Florida claims. Okay. Florida also has some new laws in place. Those new laws require Florida insurance carriers to handle claims quickly, much quicker than they used to, which means they're going to be hiring more independent adjusters than they used to for the state of Florida. We have a planned impact for the state of Florida. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? That means they're going to hire a lot of people for Florida. All right. All right. Look, Piso Fab, TWIA, NFIP, and Louisiana citizens don't mean anything for the state of Florida. Okay. Now I'm not going to everything you got. What we got to focus on is Florida e-appoint, Florida license. And they also have Florida citizens. I hope y'all know that. We got Louisiana citizens, we got Florida citizens. Florida citizens pays very well. If you don't have a Florida citizen certification, if you can get it between now and Friday, I get it. Okay? Because Florida citizens, I've been on some hurricanes where Florida citizens were paying $1,100 a day, desk, $1,200 a day, desk. So Florida citizens pays very well. Okay, y'all might want to be asking some of these IA firms that they work with Florida citizens, because there's a lot of money there's gonna be a lot of money on the table here coming up here in a bit. Okay. TikTok, what questions y'all got? Questions, comments, concerns, y'all. More questions? Yo, Matt. Hey, Matt, call me after this, bro. Call me after this, bro. We talked about these storms 2 months ago, 3 months ago, but this is the one. This is definitely the one. Appreciate everybody hopping on here. Y'all gotta help keep me awake now. All right, y'all ain't asking questions. I'm getting sleepy. All right, I'm trying to get y'all the lowdown for y'all get out here and mess yourself up. Website to e-appoint is glitching. Too many people are trying to do it at the same time. I've been having issues with it all day. Let's go have a look, because I literally I'm on the website right now. We'll try, what I would say is try later on tonight. Try later on tonight. It's what, 9 p.m. Eastern time right now. Just try later on. Less people on there, because a lot of people go to sleep, and just do it again. Okay? But it's imperative that you get it. Okay? So this is the one. Juwan, let's go have a look. All right? I want everybody to understand why me and Matt are saying it's the one. Okay? Because it's the meteorologists are clearly telling us that this is the one. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. All right, so we go look at. All right, so look, warning, hurricane. There are hurricane warning for all of this area of Florida. All right, let's make sure y'all can see that. We have, oh man, all this, that whole coast of Florida. Let's pull up a coast of Florida real quick. So let's pull up a map, Florida map. I want everybody to see this because I think sometimes we're not fully aware of where everything is. Right. So that's Tallahassee, but we got all these other areas. If it just hit Tallahassee, it's a wrap. Let's go have a look. Let's go have a look and see what's going on. So if we got a hurricane warning for this tip right here, let's see where Panama City is. To me, it looked like Panama City gonna get some damage and a straight hit on Tallahassee. That's what it looked like to me, based off of what I'm seeing. You know, all right. So that's why we see. That's how it looks like for us that this is gonna be a big one, right? And also, it's not abnormal to have a hurricane hit and then another hurricane hit like 2 weeks later. I heard you have to be working with a firm in order to get Florida citizens. Hey, Jennifer, I'll let you on a secret. You got to work with a firm to get with any company. Okay? Listen, you got to work with any IA firm to work with any insurance carrier as an independent adjuster. You have to work with a firm who has a contract with Florida citizens to work with Florida citizens. Okay? So maybe y'all should be calling and asking, hey, are y'all contracted with Florida citizens for this deployment, for this hurricane? You might want to ask questions like that. All right, this is true. This is the one, bro. Tallahassee, Panama City, Jacksonville finna get touched up. Yeah. This is exactly about to happen. Three major cities. Paysetters and FKS are working with Florida citizens. Just gave y'all some free advice. They can pay y'all a lot of money. So if you're not on their website, on Paysetters and FKS, I'm on FKS roster. I'm on Paysetters roster. Okay. Atlanta might get crazy winds and flooding. Hey, look, let's focus on the main part. Okay. The main thing is the state of Florida. Besides licenses, what do you recommend? What I recommend is, hold on. Rob, you must have just got here. I'm recommending stuff for last hour. Okay. I've been recommending a whole lot of stuff the whole last hour, all right? Same on both of those. Do you have your Florida citizen certification? Just like you had to get a Louisiana citizen certification, do you have your Florida citizen certification? Where's the certification for citizens? That's going to be through the IA firms that are contracted for citizens. Okay. I know that citizens, specifically Florida citizens, has a very specific hiring process. They've had it in the years past. So, like, working with FKS to get it. Yeah, there we go. Y'all need to be Paysetters and FKS. Those are two companies that's working with citizens. You need to be talking to them to see what their certifications are like, because the pay is high for Florida citizens. Okay, it's always been high. They're not just letting you in there just because you're on the roster. You gotta get a certification too. All right. What certs do you recommend? Right now, if you work for Florida citizens, I would say Florida citizen certification. You need to get that through FKS Paysetters. A state farm property certification. Y'all keep switching up the acronym. FSK, FKS, FKS. It's FKS. I work with FKS. Good company to work for. I like them. I like them a lot, actually. I work with AS High Progressive. How do you get certifications? You get certifications through IA firms, everybody. Get certifications through IA firms, right? Okay. Now is the time to be seriously locked in, super focused. You need to be aggressive. Atlanta might get crazy winds and flooding. We got a whole lot to hit Atlanta, but to hit before Atlanta hits, all right? Before it gets to Atlanta, it's going to hit a lot of other places. So you better have that Georgia state license, all right? So like it's going to hit Alabama, Georgia, and Florida specifically, and it's going to hit some other areas. It might hit South Carolina. We'll see. Might cause some damage up there. But I don't know how strong it's going to be. We'll see as the days come. Questions, y'all. Questions, comments, concerns. TikTok, y'all lacking. Usually y'all be smoking YouTube. TikTok usually has like questions like all day long, like back to back to back to back. But YouTube, y'all been holding down today. South Georgia, Valdosta after, but yeah, Valdosta for sure. Do you recommend calling now or waiting for a call? Because iFirm's seen over all the call-ins. Listen, let's explain something to everybody. Y'all are competing for $8, $9, $10, $12, $15,000 a month deployments. So for y'all, field adjusters, some of y'all are making $20, $30, $40, $50,000 a month. I don't care if they're overwhelmed. Y'all need to be doing what y'all need to do to get a job. Okay? This is not regular time anymore. Anytime before yesterday, I can understand them being overwhelmed. Who cares? Do you want the $10,000 a month job or not? Do you want the $15,000 a month job or not? Do you want to be one of the people that says, hey, I'm getting paid $450 a day or not? I don't care if the person who picks the phones up is overwhelmed. Personally. I'm trying to get hired. I put all this money into this business. I'm waiting around. Economy looking crazy. I don't care. Let them be overwhelmed. They're going to block my number. That's how I feel about it. That's how hungry I used to be until I made a shake, Start making things happen. Do you know what website is best for discount on Xactimate subscription? There is no discount on Xactimate subscriptions. Would it matter if it's closer to Tampa or not if we'll get work? I think somebody literally just asked that, Daisy. It's going to be a lot of work in Florida. It's going to hit Tallahassee, right? So it's not specific to Tampa, right? It's going to probably hit Tallahassee. It's going to cause a lot of damage. You're going to get some work, okay? So don't worry about that. Don't worry if it hits Tampa. It's going to hit Florida. It's going to be some work, okay? All the modeling shows that it's going to hit. What firm? Sorry, I misheard you. So Darian, what you want to be doing? You need to be getting on as many firm rosters as you can right now, because everybody has deployments coming up here in a bit. I always felt like my number would get put on a do not answer list. There is no do not answer list. Okay. Independent IA firms get paid because we get paid. We're both in on this together. So they want people calling. They want people to get hired. They want to hire people because that means there's more people for them to get hired. The more money they get, the more people they get hired, the more money they make, right? Hello, I'm from Chicago. I'm a single dad with custody of my son. I'm currently working in healthcare. Hey, Easy Money Shot, too. How you doing, man? What would you like help with? Yeah, Mikey. Yeah, the discount on Xactimate, man, that ain't happening. Look, Xactimate costs $300-something a month. All right, you want to make 15, 20 grand a month? Field adjusting, you got to pay for Xactimate. Easy Money Shot too. I'm desperately looking for a remote job to provide for my son. How do I get into IA? Y'all, I'm sorry about this dog. My dog, this neighbor's dog, like right here by the window. Yeah. So how do you get into IA? So what you're gonna need to do, Shad, you're gonna need an independent adjusting license. You can go to a website called adjusterpro.com. I'm gonna show you this website. Matter of fact, you want to go here, adjusterpro.com. Okay, show you what it looks like. AdjusterPro. Bam. You need to go there and you need to find out what, I don't know what state you live in, by the way, but you go in and you scroll in here and you pick your state out, and then you go through and you get your designated home state license. So you get your pre-licensed exam. You go take that and pass that. That's how you do that. Okay. I'm kind of giving you a little bit of a short version just because I'm on the live right now and we got we're talking about a lot of other things too. But I do go into all of these things in depth on my TikTok, man. So if you want to kind of do a little more study, you just scroll through my videos. I explain a lot of different stuff on that. Okay. But y'all, now it's time to be aggressive. Okay. Now it's time to be focused. All right. Now it's not time to be timid and like, oh no, I'm just gonna email him. I'll text him back in the morning because you're gonna miss out. You're gonna miss out big time. These are the times where people get their first real shot. This might be a 4 or 5 months type deployment for some of y'all. 4 or 5 months, it might look like 50, 60 grand. Okay. So you take it serious. All right. Again, if y'all have not gotten already, y'all need to be getting the independent adjuster bundle. All right. It's $97. Got 4 courses in there. It's going to help you out a ton. Is it hard to get your first remote deployment? Yeah, it can be, depending on the time of year. All right. Right now, a bunch of people about to get their first deployment. So a lot of y'all can get y'all's first deployment in the next few weeks. I'm sorry, next few days. My bad. Because this will have a big storm. Shot, the industry is good. It has been a little bit slower, a lot slower because we haven't had any big storms over the last about 18 months. But it looks like we got, Hurricane Helene is going to change all that. We're going to get back to normal, get back to making, 8, 9, 10, 15,000 dollars a month for a lot of y'all, right? So things about to speed up a whole lot, but you can't get deployed unless you got a license, right? So gotta get that license first. Gotta go study. Appreciate everybody hopping in here, joining in with me. Questions, comments, concerns, y'all. Thanks for the question, Shah. Questions, comments, concerns. I'm excited for y'all. You got a lot of work to do. About to be a trial by fire. Y'all about to be grinding out, living this adjuster lifestyle, working your face off. 70 hours a week, baby. It'll be on our way, y'all. But them checks gonna start coming in. You're gonna be like, Lord have mercy. I can't believe this happening. So be patient. Be patient, y'all. It's all coming. If you haven't done your continuing education yet, if you have licenses that are expired, I'll plan on getting that. All right, I'm gonna show y'all this continuing education website I like. ACCE, a Center for Continuing Education. They got courses for like every state. All right. Where you at? Boom. ACC Education, acceducation.com. They got all the states. If you haven't had your continuing education yet, and your license expire, anything like that, get on it. Okay. Do you think it hit Tampa? What kind of, I don't like, this is like the seventh time I've had this question in the live. I don't know why. Let's go have a look. Let's go have a look, and then we can go see where Tampa is. Let's go pull up two things. We're going to pull up the map of Florida map, right? And wow, Tampa is so far away from what y'all are talking about. That's crazy, man. So we're going to look at Tampa. We're also going to look at the spaghetti models for that area, right? So let's have a look. Boom. Will Tampa have some damage? Yeah, it looks like it's going to have a little damage. But the main thing is going to be Tallahassee, Sebastian. Shit, I didn't put it in right. Let's go have a look. Oops, my bad. I didn't shout it the right way. All right, so here we are. This is the area of impact, the purple area. Let me put y'all on here, my bad, TikTok. Flip the camera around, bam. So look, it's our area of damage right here. This is the state of Florida. Tampa's right there. All right, there's Tampa. There's Tallahassee. Will Tampa get some damage? It's looking like it's gonna get some damage. Tampa's gonna get some. It's gonna be a big area, y'all. It's gonna be a big old area of damage right here. Okay, I'm on hurricanes.gov. Everybody, it's just hurricanes.gov. It's not some secret place. So it looks like we get St. Petersburg, Clearwater, Tampa, all those areas. Like we can get a little something going on. All right, so let's go here and check. Yeah, it's gonna be a big storm. It's gonna be a big storm for most of Florida, or most of the East Coast at least. West Coast, I'm sorry. Yeah. We're looking at, let's pull back a little bit. See, this key says, other models are showing, tropical storm level winds for that Tampa, Clearwater area, St. Petersburg area. So let's see. All right. Is there enough population on the path for big damage, or is it more rural? All right. Again, let's have another look at this. Let's have another look at this real quick. Let's go look at a spaghetti model. All right. Look at some spaghetti model. Bam. All right. This panhandle area is, make sure y'all see this. Y'all see this perfect. Okay, boom. What we're looking at, that's not all rural area. You know, as far as direct path of the storm, the direct path of the storm was like going to be hitting Tallahassee. That's not rural, right? Plus, you know, where the spaghetti noodles are is not exactly, all the wind's not going to be contained to that area. So these areas all can get affected, man. It's a big storm. It's not going to be like Louisiana. The storm we just had, you know, a couple weeks ago. It's not going to be like that, where it's just kind of like, whatever. And it's kind of a dud, right? We're not going to have that issue. It's going to be packed. It's going to be busy. Okay. Do you think there'll be multiple hiring sessions for this storm? Maybe. Maybe not. I wouldn't wait on the first. I wouldn't try to be the guy waiting on the second or third hiring session. Get in early. Okay. Don't try to wait around. Y'all have been waiting on this all year. Okay. Everybody's been waiting on this all year. Now's not the time to say no to the first offer. Now's not the time to wait for multiple hiring sessions. Okay. It might not happen. Get in on the first one. Can you share with new adjusters what their potential income could be deployed? It could be, look, when it comes to new adjusters, y'all aren't proven. So you might not make it a month. So I can't tell you you're going to make $8,000 a month because you might get fired on the first day. And it's going to happen to a couple people. You might get fired in the first week. It's going to happen to some people. You might get fired in the first 3 weeks. It's going to happen to some more people. Right? Everybody doesn't get to stay in this business. Some of y'all got what it takes. Some of y'all don't. Some of y'all gonna show up late, you can get fired. Some of y'all gonna have an emergency for whatever reason, you're gonna get fired. Some of y'all are gonna ask a ton of questions, you're gonna get fired. Okay? Some of y'all are gonna write a bunch of bad file notes, not pick the phone up, not return voicemails, not return emails, you're gonna get fired. Okay? Now, if you make it past all that, you know, I would say anything over $26 an hour, 70 to 80 hours a week is the low end for remote or desk. I think what we're looking at in the $30 range, $35, $36, $37, $38, $40 an hour. And again, 60, 70, 80 hours a week. It's going to be kind of par for the course. Some of y'all are going to have some day rates, anywhere from $350 to $650. My field adjusters, you know, you should be making about 15 grand on the low end if you got your exactly right. You know, mid range, you know, $25,000, $30,000 in a month. If you know what you're doing, you can really pull off, you know, 60 or 70 grand on this hurricane in a month. Once as long as you've been deployed on one storm, I was in Barrow for about a month before it started drying up. Most hurricanes, just the straight up cat portion of it is going to last about anywhere from 90 to 120 days max. Then they switch you to supplements, and then from there you start doing like supplements and like wind claims and yeah. So I mean, you know, 8-9 months. But hurricane deployments, cat deployments don't last that long. That's what I call cat deployments, not daily claims. Catastrophe deployments are meant to last for a period of time, and then that cluster of people that are really good, they get to stay for supplements and handling other types of claims. You know, so you can start a deployment as a cat deployment and just work the deployment. Like my mom, she did 5 years on one deployment. That deployment started as a cat deployment, but it just kept going. Right? I don't do really long deployments, bro. I'm not working a year straight. Like I've never been on that. You know, I work 9, 10 months and I'm out. So I never did just super long deployments. It wasn't my style. I like to relax a bit. I ain't about to work no 18 months straight. If I gotta go crazy. Independent adjusting is hard, y'all. Y'all about to see how hard it is. Some of y'all get to work in these cats. It's going to be chaotic. People screaming and crying and yelling. There's deadlines every day, and everything's changing all the time. Phone won't stop ringing. Then get hard. Okay? That's how you pay all that money. You open your bank account, you got to go look at it for every once in a while, and you get frustrated. Make sure it's still worth it. Good question so far. TikTok, got any questions? YouTube, got any questions? Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Hopefully I'm preparing y'all. I'm trying to keep it real with y'all. I don't want y'all coming in deer in headlights. Oh my God, I didn't know they cut people like this. Oh my God, I didn't know it was gonna be this way. I didn't know this. I want y'all to be eyes wide open, knowing exactly what's going on before y'all hop in there, okay? Questions, comments, or concerns, folks, emotions. Let me know. Okay. Let me know what y'all got going on. No, you shouldn't. You can use your regular number. All right. Insurers ain't gonna be blowing your phone up. They call the desk adjuster. They don't call you. You ain't gotta worry about that. If you are worried about that for whatever reason, just get a Google number. It's free. Google numbers are free. Get your Google number and deal with it. All right. That's if you're a field adjuster, right? Desk adjusters don't have that problem. Good question though. Yeah, get a Google number and call it a day. But I didn't have insurers do me like that. Insurers, they want to talk to the person and send them some money. And the person that sends some money ain't the field adjuster. It's the desk adjuster. They'll call that desk adjuster back after 6 months. That's for sure. I definitely got them calls. So I remember one time I worked the deployment. One time, finished the claim, came back a year later on that same deployment, on another deployment, same company, and the insurer called me back, talk about the old claim. If I get accepted for a field deployment, should I have equipment ready first? Yes. If you don't have equipment already, or you can readily buy it right now, don't accept the field deployment because they're gonna want you there ASAP. Is there a downfall in being a desk adjuster other than less pay? No, desk adjuster is great. I've been a desk adjuster for years. Yeah, I've been a desk adjuster for many years. Like, it's a great way to get into business. There is no downfall, y'all. Y'all all can make money being a desk adjuster, or a remote adjuster, or a field adjuster. It's all good. It's always great ways to get into business. Okay. Questions, comments, concerns. Let me know. TikTok, I got some good questions. YouTube, what you got? What y'all got for me? This is exciting. I'm really excited for y'all. Y'all, this is it. We've been waiting all year. End of September, we finally got something. It looks like something. Does desk adjusting have a call center? It feels exactly like a call center. Okay, you're handling claims, and you're all in a bunch of cubicles, and the phone's ringing off the hook. That's what it is. That's what desk adjusting feels like. And you gotta do like really complex mental work while the phone's ringing off the hook. You gotta talk a lot. That's exactly what it's like. Yes, it has a call center feel. But everybody's getting paid well. All right. So yeah, sometimes you really do feel like in a call center. Because you'd be like, dang, I'm getting called all the time, man. But again, I explain how to handle that in my essential claim handling course. It's inside the insurance adjuster bundle. It is $97 that you can get via Klarna, so you can split the payments up. So it's not so expensive for you. Okay. So link my bio on TikTok is in the description here on YouTube. As a field adjuster, did you eventually have a car designated just for field work so you didn't tear up your main car? Look, man, I had a 2014 Honda Accord. I never bought any other new cars. I didn't buy any other car. I just drove around a Honda Accord. All right. So no, I didn't have two cars. How we can stay organized. The best advice I have on how to stay organized is essential claim handling, understand insurance policy, file no boot camp. I go over all that. Y'all, I'm just giving y'all little tips. Okay. These are just tips. if y'all really want to know how to do these things in depth, I got this bundle, y'all, and it can help you out a whole lot. All right. Oh, there we go. Let me fix that. Yeah, y'all. Whatever y'all just getting from these little lives I do, or these little TikToks or little YouTube videos, that's just a little bit. I go way in depth. Toya, it's time. It's time, Toya. It is time, Toya. Let's go. It's time to ball. Okay, we're gonna grind out. The cord fit a ladder. Of course, it fit a ladder. You got telescopic ladders. Fit in the back seat, easy. Had no problem at all. You're just driving around. It's not like you like carrying around, 1,000 pounds worth of equipment. You carry around a ladder, a tool belt, a camera, a few other things, chalk. A Honda Accord works. The guy who taught me field adjusting, he drove around a Kia Optima. Well, Kia Sonata, whatever them little four-door Kias. That's what he had. That's who taught me. He had a four-door sedan, one old big old truck, and he just put the miles on it. Field adjusters make so much money. Yes, Toya. Yeah, that Canadian deployment paid out. Yeah, that Canada deployment did well. I'm glad you got to enjoy Canada a little bit. Do some international claim handling. All right, I like Canada. Canada pays well, so I've had a great time. I've done a year working in Canada, so 3 weeks you're just getting started. But hey, now it's time to come down there to Florida. Come on down to Florida. You're gonna make a lot of money in Florida. You're gonna make a lot of money in Florida. I'm telling you, Toy. Just grind out. Make sure you keep your health in order. Don't get too stressed out. Schedule your paper days, right? Be straight. You know what to do. You know your work schedule. You know how to do this stuff. But there's a lot of money to be made. If you don't make, Toy, you need to make like 100 grand. For real, for real. You need to make between the time, so essentially October 1st to like mid-November, you need to have 100 grand made. That's my challenge to you. You done did enough in the business now. You should be able to make $100,000 in the next 6 weeks. You can do that. I know you can do it. I got homeboys that have done, homeboys and students that have gotten 120, 130, 140 in a 6 week period. You just gotta be focused. Be really focused. Demola, how much do I need to make? Demola, I don't know what you're gonna do, bro. I don't know what you're gonna do. Whatever they're gonna pay you per day or per hour for the deployment, just try to stay on as long as you can to hit that number. So I don't know if you're gonna be doing field or not. But yeah, Toya, you're gonna be straight. You're gonna be straight. These are, I think for my people who already been working, like if you already been working, especially my field people or my desk people, like your main goal is getting a high paying deployment. For my new people, your goal is just to get hired. Yeah, give me some serious questions because y'all give me some bullshit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, them being so for real with y'all. So yeah, Demo, you got to work remote, bro. Just get deployment. So if you got you got a hurt leg, you got surgery, bro. All you need to be doing is focus on just getting the deployment. But people like Toya, people like Matt, I already know you made some big numbers before. Toya, I already know you made some big numbers before. Toya, if you're on here, what I was going to tell you was your focus needs to be on streamlining how you're writing and how long you're taking on your estimating. Your inspections, Toya, let me know if you're in here or not. I don't know if you're in here or not. But anyway, really be focused on streamlining how fast you are doing inspections. So one of my guys, my Canadian adjusters, he taught me that what he used to do is he used to run through his inspection. So most people take like 30 to 45 minutes on an inspection. He was taking 15 minutes on his inspections. 15 minutes on inspections. And he had really streamlined how he wrote estimates. And so he was inspecting 6 or 7 in a day and writing 6 or 7 in a day. Okay? Every day. Exacto Mobile is your main solution? No. Hell no. It's too much work being done, man. No. Get on the computer, bro. Okay? Get on your computer and write the estimates up on your computer. All right. I wouldn't do exactly mobile because, and the reason I say that is because Exactly is already a memory heavy, a quite memory heavy software program. So you can let me know if you use Exactly mobile, but like it's already a very heavy program, so it's going to go slow on your 1 second. So it's already going to go slow on. It'll go slow on a regular computer, so it's going to be slow on a phone or an iPad. Get on your computer, write your estimates out. Okay. Any suggestions with labeling photos? Toy, go to Toy. You might want to get your assistant. You got enough money, get you an assistant. Okay. You're not a brand new adjuster. Pay you somebody. Okay. Pay you somebody on the photos. That's what we talk about when it comes to streamlining. Okay. Because if you have a chance to do 100 grand, 120, 130 grand in 6 weeks, you can knock out 120, 130 claims. Take some time, get somebody that you know, that you trust, that can do the work, and have them label your photos for you. Okay. There's other things you can have them do as well. It's not just, your photos. You just don't want them to write the estimate all the way up for you if you don't have to. But if you can say, for example, labeling photos, let's say labeling photos cost you an hour per claim. Because you have, you'll have situations where you might take 100 photos several times in a day. If you're inspecting, you need to be sending those out. You need to be sending those off to. Thank you, Fee So Fab. Yeah, you need to be sending those off to your an assistant. You see what I'm saying? What are the first few ways you started streamlining about the job? One, you want to, so for field adjusters, you want to streamline, you can streamline via your routes, so how you're driving. All right. Put it in Waze, put it in Google Maps. You need to find out your route. So you're not just burning up time in the car, just riding around. All right. You need to talk to your insurers and schedule out. So when you're talking to them, schedule the best way you can go visit as many people without burning up a lot of time. Next thing, you need to know your macros. Okay. Macros make things faster for you. All right. So I got some other stuff for you if you want to DM me. I got some other stuff for you. So if you want to DM me, because I don't want to say everything on the live. Yeah, macros, streamlining your process about taking photos, labeling photos, how you go about taking pictures while you're there, right? Like those things right there can save you hours. Just getting that in order can save you plenty of time. Okay. What else? We are an hour and a half into this. Appreciate everybody hopping in here. Y'all, if you have not gotten Insurance Adjuster Bundle, it's $97. Everything y'all learning from right now is just tips. I'm just giving y'all tips. If y'all want to know the real way of doing all these things, get the course. The course is 4 courses, $97. You can get it via Klarna, so you can split it up. So it'd be like $20 a day. So you can take something for like $20-some today, and you give you a ton of information for later, right? So, but yeah, Toya, what I also would say too is like, I would really focus on my rest and my eating, right? Because just treat it like you're an athlete and you just train it, right? Focus. It can't be a whole lot of hanging out. Can't be a whole lot of like personal time. Thank you so much, Sean. Appreciate it. It can't be a lot of personal time right now, especially for my field adjusters, because you're there to maximize income. Get in there and make a big splash. Knock it out. Just really grind it out. Do as much as you can. Do a good job, and you'll be just fine. Okay. All right. YouTube, my YouTube posts. What y'all got? Yeah, lock in. Lock all the way in. Lock all the way in. You do this, hey, we'll have a nice Christmas. Okay. To be considered efficient, how long should each claim take? It's not about that. It's not about that. It's not about time. Okay. Let's not get that misconstrued. All right. Sebastian, here's the thing. We got a lot of different companies. And so who I like might not hire you right now. Right? Because you got to remember, I like them because I got a lot of experience. So for those who don't have a lot of experience, I know the best Claims, Gay Renfro, Alacrity, Eberls, Pilot, Warlaw, all the big ones, man. They all going, they're all gonna hire new adjusters, but doesn't mean that's the company for you. That's why we continue to apply to other firms, because some of these small firms need to pick up a lot of people, especially in Florida. Especially in Florida, there are a lot of small firms that will pick up people that other people will pick up. I'm praying for big bands for my field adjusters. I promise y'all gonna eat good, right? Quality estimates. Yeah, so that's my point, Mark. The point is quality for my newer adjusters. It's not necessarily about being efficient. Toya is a person that's been handling claims for a long time. She knows a lot. So for her, I stress efficiency so she can get more claims completed. I know their quality is already there. For you, Mark or Sebastian, I gotta focus on quality. If you put in 3 claims out there a day and they're all quality claims, that's great. There's no point in you doing 8, 9, 10 claims because you don't know how to write quality claims, right? Focus on quality. You'll get efficient with time, but that's not necessarily the goal for y'all. We talking 2 different types of adjusters right now. Okay. Y'all, I'm at the hour and a half mark. I gave y'all what I'm gonna give you. Okay. Pick up that bundle. Good luck to everybody out here. Please be safe on the roads. Those y'all should be traveling. Okay. Don't get on these roofs being stupid. Okay. When you're on the roof, do not pick your phone up and start talking to people. I know I've seen a lot of adjusters fall off roofs, break ribs, break legs, break arms. The season over after that. You do that. You know, way to work. Practice safety. Okay. Don't walk backwards on roofs. Great way to fall off a roof. Do not argue with contractors on the roof. It's a great way to get stuck on a roof because they'll come off. And don't let a contractor get off the roof before you do. You always get off the roof first. Okay. And then everything can happen out there. You don't argue with insurers in person. You're on their property. Anything can happen. People are crazy. All right. Y'all got questions, comments, concerns? Feel free to shoot me a message. TikTok. Feel free to email me or DM me or whatever on whatever social media platform you know me on. Okay. We got some big expectations. I got big expectations for a lot of y'all. I'm really excited for all y'all. Hope I helped y'all tonight. Okay. Tell you what's up, man. Thoughts on Diddy? Blocked. Blocked. Playing with y'all, man. What y'all think this is, man? Serious. I'm a serious person. I'm not be talking about that kind of stuff with y'all. Yeah. But anyway, y'all, appreciate everybody. Thanks so much, y'all. Y'all have a good rest of y'all's night. Had picked up the independent adjuster bundle, pick it up. It's gonna help you a whole lot. It's gonna pay you dividend, like it's gonna be 100x your investment. All right. So anyway, that's what I got for that, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later.